the job, but she's better at it than most tanks, to be honest.
I know she's one of those tanks where really she runs, she doesn't take any damage. Or
Definitely.
she takes damage and it's back within like 0.5 of a second.
Thresh ban.
Ah, now that's interesting. So I see that they're bringing out the Thresh ban because they know that UC haven't picked their support yet. And Thresh goes really well with Varus.
Yeah, Thresh actually in a really good spot right now. He just does so much. He has so much CC, gets really tanky, and he also has the slippery factor that Orianna has, which is kind of weird. Shouldn't have that. I think it's a great ban, but Rengar.
Rengar ban. The Rengar ban is incredibly common right now. Again, almost, I think is about 70% pick or ban rate
around
in
that.
the professional play. He does so much damage. What, like, why is he doing so much damage? What is his build?
It's his kit. It's just like, you just build any item. Ghost Blade, broken.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, we're getting a bit of...
Get away from me.
Is this better? Yeah. I'll just get off the stool. I'll go back to being short and you guys can just see my head over the monitor. It's fine.
Tragic.
Not like you can see our faces anywhere. We're beautiful silhouettes.
So Maokai. Good ban.
Look. We'll talk about the Maokai in a second. We see the Rumble being hovered. Now, that would be something I would be intrigued to see. There we go, Rumble top lane for
Fire
UC.
does melt ice, I suppose.
Sorry?
Fire does melt ice.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, if you've got this little tiny Yordle with so much energy just rocking around with his flames coming out, full cooldown reduction, Anivia's just going to melt in both senses of the word.
Yeah, of course. I mean, ANU actually have quite the frosted team.
They do. They've got the Frosty team. Oh, too bad I'm going for UC.
That is absolutely terrible. Amumu?
Where are these? The Vi coming out. I was about to say, where are these out of meta picks coming from? But Vi, really strong
I'm
again.
actually disappointed. I wanted Amumu,
too.
but I guess Vi will have to do.
Oh, I would be impressed here.
I got a feeling he's riling up the crowd.
I would be impressed. I just want to touch on really quick.
Yeah.
It seems as though UC have actually left their support for last pick.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So ANU Flirty Boy has picked up Karma. Karma top lane. I believe looking at our, Karma top lane is what that's going to be, looking at our history here. So that's going to be interesting. Rumble versus Karma. Who do you think would win that matchup?
What do I say about that? I mean...
We get the Braum support.
Yeah, Braum's a good pick here. So we'll talk about the team comps a little bit, just before we head into game.
Yeah.
We'll comment on UC first. So Varus, Ivan, Orianna, Rumble, and Braum. That's a pretty strong pick, I must say.
They've got so much CC, and it's just stack on. It just doesn't stop.
That's exactly right. And Ivan right now is in such a good spot. I mean, so much shields, so much utility. It's crazy.
Yeah, and if you're going to mix Ivan with the Braum, the knockups, just putting a Yasuo in that middle lane would have been absolute knockup city for that Yasuo.
I mean, I love a Yasuo, I'll be honest.
Love a Yasuo first pick. Don't we all?
Yeah, look, Yasuo is okay. We'll go with that. So, I mean, we should comment on ANU. Comment a little bit about the team.
They've picked a very safe team. When you compare it to the team that UC has picked, they've got much more of a defensive team rather than, with the bottom lane especially. They've got a lot more shields. The shield that gives extra damage from the Janna. It's just going to make that Ezreal tear through people. As soon as he gets enough damage, it's going to be really weak early.
That's exactly right. I mean, ANU seem to have gone for a poke comp. Poke comps in this meta right now seem to be predominantly strong, especially for Varus or even an Ezreal in their case. So I think it's a good... Oh, okay, we're going dark.
Oh, we're dark. Sorry, guys. Hang on. I have an idea.
It's the top of my head, though.
Where's your phone, Subi? Get your flashlight out.
Are we really doing this?
Oh,
okay,
no,
I
it's
think
okay.
We're good. Yeah, we're good. All right,
we'll get the lights turned off in a little bit once we've stopped blabbering our mouths.
Yeah, exactly. I think... Okay, I want to talk about the Karma top, but I also don't want to talk about it.
Look,
it's too interesting.
I guess when you put it into perspective, if Karma in the middle lane is working, you can chuck her in the top lane. Not in meta, but you see ADCs in the top lane, you see mids in the top lane. But here we go, everybody. We're getting into the game. You see on the red side and you on the blue. Let's get some noise as they get into the rifts. Come on. Yeah.
Cool,
all right,
cool.
so it seems
We're looking
I'm
at
not 100% sure if we have any delay here. TSM!
We may see something happening here though. UC going very, very deep.
I'm gonna just throw it out there. We have
30 seconds
five
until
going in.
minions
The
fall.
Janna's gonna come out. If she's not careful, she's going to get some things that do not shine touched, and she does not want that this early. If Janna doesn't have her flash, she's going to be easy pickings.
That's
But
exactly
5-man
right.
UC invade, and Ivia's seen it.
Oh,
Janna! Janna's gonna go down in first blood to Ezreal. Absolutely no chance. No chance of her surviving whatsoever. What happened? You see? What happened to your support?
Jeez. I'm not going to comment on that. Right? Let's not talk about A&U right now. Great play from UC. Very cheeky. That played off very well for them, actually.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that ANU didn't have vision in that brush. I know Janna went down, she warded the tri-brush, but why wouldn't she ward just behind the buff? That's what kind of surprises and confuses me.
So we'll look at Goonsack for a second.
The early karma cube
Starting
out.
the enemy red buff. Brave.
Yeah.
It's very brave.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I mean, sort of a standard start. They're picking it out. You see, sort of seeing what maybe there's no wards there. They're just guessing at this point.
Yeah.
But she does take away the red buff. Good start from ANU, even though they lost to Janna.
So if we look down on the minimap here, Ivan is already into his opponent's
Okay.
buffs. And I mean, I guess that's fair. Vi's coming up towards the top lane, maybe with that level 1 gank.
Oh,
He gets the
camera.
2 card, but we can't see. Q hits, and Vi hits level 2 just in time. Iroh gets down to about half HP. Ezreal's down in the bottom lane, throwing out as much poke towards that Varus as he can. And, you know, Vi tried her best for that level 1 gank, but it seems as though Flirty Boy was starting his Q, meant that he didn't have that snare that he would have had for his E.
That's exactly right. It's ambitious from Vi, to say the least.
Oh, we see Ivan coming down the bottom lane. Big Man Dunks gets stunned. Gets stunned by the concussive blows. Flash pops and his heal, and Zoppo takes him down.
GC are playing so well right now.
Well, they did say before that ANU did say that they think that their macro and their late game is best. So UC are just returning that and saying, you know what, you're not going to get to the late game. You're not going to get to your macro. They are just going to keep pushing early.
Probably shouldn't have talked smack about their jungler. He's doing a lot right now. 2-0, Varus. That's crazy.
Look, we see the stun coming out from the Anivia, and you know, with that, Anivia's combinations are so strong, doing so much extra damage. And of course, Flirty Boy, he's being ranged up against a melee champion like Rumble is going to be difficult for the Rumble. But iPod and Wildflame, iPod's pushed pretty far under his turret.
He's playing it well, Karma. He's pushing the lane.
Oh, Wildflame gets stunned. A lot of damage comes down. The Thunderlord flashes away from the Q. Gets the stun out onto the Vi. Oh my gosh, we've got a very low Orianna. Got the Ignite coming out. The Ignite is going to kill her if she's not careful. Brom roams up just to say, you know what, I'm here. I'm going to look after you. But that was a risky play.
UC played that excellently.
It was fantastic. It was a wonderful flash, but I feel like it was a mistake for Orianna to try and go back in.
I completely agree, but it kind of worked out for them. They burnt summoners. Both mid laners don't have any summoners right now. Very aggressive play. It's good to see this stage of the game.
Yeah, definitely. And the bottom lane, because Braum roamed up towards the middle lane,
Yes.
the bottom lane's going to push further in. I do believe that Braum went back. He did. So he went back, upgraded his runic shield.
Rengar 08 is playing so aggressive right now. He's doing so much across the map.
Yeah, of course. He just needs to keep doing that. If UC can get out of the laning phase before 15 minutes, that's it. That's done.
That's exactly right.
The only way that ANU would be able to come back would be to just keep control of every single dragon, every baron, try and get turrets and try and outplay them at their own game.
That's exactly right. I mean, Ivan's pressure early game as well, it's kind of hard to deal with, especially as a Vi.
Yeah, because Ivan, you know, with his stuns especially. Tell me about his kit, because I'm sure that not everybody here has actually played Ivan.
So Ivan's kit, well, it's really interesting. He actually throws bushes across the map. Don't know why he does that. He does it. He also has a shield and a skill shot stun.
Yeah, so it's like a snare that you can teleport to.
But it also lets players on his team teleport to the stun.
We see the Vi sitting in the bottom lane tri-brush, but she gets vision on her. Everyone's trying their hardest. You see Austin's just in a bad place. Stand behind me. Oh, the Janna stun was fantastic. The exhaust comes out onto the Jenna. Why is the exhaust on the Jenna? UC, what are you doing? The teleport comes down from the Rumble. Default is going to go down. ANU's Goonsack takes out Zoppo. Iroh takes out Big Man Dump. Flirty Boy has teleported down. He's going to be stunned. Oh, he's going to get out with just the smallest bit of his life.
That was ambitious from Flirty Boy to say
Oh,
least.
we see Wild Flame coming in. We've got a very low default and a very low Iroh. Oh, the Vi comes in. She got the Q off. She gets some of her passive down. Gets that armor break.
That's exactly right. I want to comment on it, but it was just so messy. So much was happening, but it did go in favor of UC, to be fair.
So currently we see the kills are 1 to 3 in favor of UC. 1.1k gold lead. So really, it's not looking too great for ANU in this early game.
No, it's definitely not ANU's early game, but I mean, they should be scaling anyway. They just need to play this a bit more safer.
Yeah,
I think they just need to scale it out.
Yeah, as soon as we can see that Anivia hit level 6, she's going to have control of her lane again, which is going to be really, really important. So like I said, Orianna is a control mage, and control mages are so strong right now.
Yeah, exactly, and yeah, you said it yourself. Control mages right now dominate mid lane, and we see it perfectly here, Anivia and Orianna being picked up. I want to comment on the Varus though. Varus is playing this bot lane very well. He's actually not opting for the tier, which means he will lose out on mana, but he's going to have more damage coming into the mid game, and that's exactly what you want.
Looks like he's going for that straight lethality build. Yes.
Going for that Ghost Blade.
Yeah, Ghost Blade first, even Edge of Knife. They all build from the same item at the moment.
Whatever he picks, to be honest.
Yeah, Varus is just doing so much damage in this meta. All lethality ADC. So you got your Quinn, you got your Varus, you got your Yin.
We see Rumble going in here.
The Equalizer comes out. Flirty Boy is trying to get the snare out. Iroh is dealing so much damage. He's just done for. He's accepted his death. He goes down to the auto attack, which leaves UC on 4 kills.
That's 2-0 Rumble. That is scary.
He's just going to continue to scale and scale and scale.
Nivea damage is real though.
Nivea, shit! That's a dead Orianna. We didn't even get a chance to talk about that. Good job, ANU, I have to say. Goonsack has done. He's been doing work all over this map.
Yeah, exactly right. And I mean, as a crowd favourite as well, you want to see this.
Well, who wouldn't be a crowd favourite with that name?
I mean, I love Goonsack, what can I say?
Yeah, don't we all? We're from Australia.
But let's comment on Rumble. He's 2-0, he's playing this lane very well. He's actually, I believe he's picking up blue buff, which is whatever. I guess you get a free blue buff. But yeah, coming into mid-game, I think UC are just, if ANU can't make a comeback, they're just going to get squashed.
Yeah, definitely. And you see that the Cloud Drake is the first Drake up, so nobody's going to be really rushing for that. That's not going to be a definitive turning point for ANU. So they're not going to be able to get this Cloud Drake and say, yep, you know what, now is our time to shine. Exactly. They're going to have to wait until it's an Infernal or even an Ocean at minimum. But the Cloud Drake is just not going to do anything for them, especially with the Janna.
I think it benefits, especially Ocean Drakes. If we can see more Ocean Drakes on the map after this Cloud, it's going to benefit ANU so much. They need to focus on it.
Yeah,
but of course, we can't predict RNG.
Yeah.
It's not like that. But geez.
If we look at the maps, there's just so much ward control coming out from UC.
Yeah, I mean, UC, they've either been practicing a lot or this is just natural synergy because they're playing this game so well.
It seems like we've got 4 men bot going towards that dragon. They're tiptoeing around. The Nivea and the Vi seem to be thinking that they might come down. Ivan's gone, you know what? We'll do the dragon later. He's gone off to his blue buff.
Man, this Rumble is tanking it. And I mean, he's so tanky as well. It doesn't make sense. I'm going to be honest. The Karma pick is starting to hurt me.
I feel like it was some kind of a mistake. If we look at Flirty Boy, he plays a lot of AP tanks. I'm a little bit confused and concerned as to why he brought out the Karma against the Rumble.
I mean, they banned Maokai. He's an AP tank.
Yeah, but you've got Zac and you've got Nautilus.
Yeah.
A Mumu. You've got, a Mumu top lane is not so fantastic, but it seems like UC are going to go towards this dragon.
Well, like I said, I wanted to see a Mumu. It didn't happen. Hopefully next game.
I want to see a Gangplank. Or a Shyvana.
That's cheap.
So Daisy's coming out. Daisy's dealing an insane amount of damage, and this is just going to be uncontested. Like I said before, though.
Well, I'm not sure about that. We're seeing a couple of pings coming out here.
Oh, now they can see everybody. They've got the vision. Oh, the last second smite comes through. Fantastic job by Rengar 08. Really, really great.
GC are in the position to do that though. They're just dominating so hard. I mean, the gold lead isn't too bad.
In saying that though, that was a fantastic ult from Ezreal.
Yes, that was.
He would have killed that dragon if the smite had not come through.
That's exactly right. Good team play from ANU, but they just don't have the damage right now, or the resources, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. And we see Karma throwing out her empowered Q, trying to get that snare off, but the snare comes onto the Janna here. The ultimate just misses the Ezreal. You see Austin is trying his best. Janna ultimate comes down, so does Varus. And Janna is going to get stunned again. Ezreal gets snared, but they decide, you know what, we've popped a couple of ultimates. I don't think it's that worth.
Janna Ezreal bot lane, really safe. It's so hard to dive that. I mean, even get stuns off, Janna's just going to ult.
But if we look at his build right now, he's just not in the position to be going in on any engages. So it's really good that Janna is actually disengaging here. He's 0-2-1. He's only got 83 CS. And he's got the Tear and his Doran's Blade. Yeah,
when Ezreal gets his Sheen, we're going to see, I hope the bot lane turn around because Ezreal's power spike is in that Sheen.
Yep, and we see in the chat on the side here, D to dance. That's a good old meme, isn't it?
Don't press that.
Alt F4 to turn off cooldowns.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
But, you know, we'll talk about Vi for a second. She's actually elected to go for the full warrior just to start with, not going for the hammer. That's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Especially at the moment, because if you look at that team composition, they have no tank line.
That's true.
So I would have expected the Vi to go for a Cinderhulk.
Yeah, I mean, she could have also gone Trinity Cinderhulk, but Warrior, I mean, it's good for this stage in the game. She's 2-0. She's doing the most damage on the team, as we've seen, until Ezreal can start scaling up. But it's kind of hard to say. I mean, for the early game, it's going to be great.
Yeah, I mean, for the early game, if they can survive that past the early game, it'll be beneficial for them. But you know, we've got UC, they've got that Cloud Drake now, which means everyone's getting a Janna buff, not just the bottom lane.
No, that's a good point. I mean, Janna versus Janna is always interesting, I guess. But yeah, ANU just need to sort of just get their farm up, try and get back in this game. I mean, Rengar right now, it's not even Rengar either.
Karma is trying her best with the damage out. Vi comes out, just misses the stun. Goonsack is going to get snared. The Equalizer comes out. Goonsack ults Iroh, but he's going to go down. Iroh, the 3-0 Rumble gets another kill.
Yeah, it looks like they're still going in.
Oh, they're going to go for a second one in this top lane? No, Flirty Boy is like, you know what, I know when I'm done. I know that this is my time to leave.
I think ganking that Rumble, it's honestly too late. He's got his Haunting guys, he's got Sword Boots. He's 3-0. He's so tanky and does so much damage.
Yeah, definitely.
Hardcore.
And he's just going to continue to rip through them. It's not a huge meta pick right now, Rumble. It's not something that we see all the time, but it's so strong. Oh, the snare's coming out onto the Karma and return snare onto the Ivern.
Maybe don't dive a Karma. Maybe.
I mean, if she's sitting there in the top lane, she gets enough CS and kind of improves that, then maybe?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We do see a significant CS lead in the bottom lane though.
Honestly, a Fed Rumble who's ahead is really hard to shut down, especially when you're going for this build, which is the current Sork Pen build. We're commenting on lethality before. It basically works the same way. For Rumble, building penetration, magic penetration, it's so hard to deal with. You barely can build it against it.
Yeah, definitely. You can try your best to build some MR, but it's just not going to give you as much protection as you'd expect.
Yeah, exactly. Ivan, interestingly, went for his redemption first. I think that's a good buy. I think that's really smart.
Yeah, definitely. So Ivan's going more the supporty route, so he's going to go the utility support and leave the tank support up to the Braum. That's such a beneficial thing about Ivan.
Yeah, we will see Ivan starting to build more to benefit his shields and healing, as it just works on his kit so well. He'll have Daisy to tank most of the damage anyway, so I think it's a good buy.
Yeah, definitely agree. And Daisy, she's so strong as an ultimate. Tell me a little bit more about Daisy.
She just hits people and it hurts. No,
she looks like Blue Buff.
Yeah, she's basically the old Blue Buff. So she just hit you around. Every third hit, she actually knocks you up. And it honestly does a lot of damage. It's pretty crazy.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Steve. We've got the Ivan sitting here in the bottom lane. Oriana's on her way down, going to get caught out by that Vi. Oriana, you were in a really bad position. Oh, she gets the dissonance off. The Janna ult comes out. Oh, everything is happening here, but iPod takes down the Oriana. Oh, goodness me. So that's a 1-0 and 1. Anivia still going. Flirty Boy's teleported down, but he does not want to be there. He's going to go down to Iros, and now we have a Rumble on a Rampage. Are they going to hard push for this turret? Are they going to siege? Because that would be their best bet right now.
There's a ton of pings going everywhere, so I'm not even sure what they're going to do.
Oh, it seems like Austin's going towards the Ezreal, but the Ezreal is just going to Essence Fox away.
He needs to get out of there. That's a 4v1. That's scary. Actually, 5v1 was easy.
Not Essence Fox, arcane shit. Sorry. But yeah, first turret is going to go to the side of UC, it seems.
That's it, and it's down.
Yeah!
Okay, good team fighting from UC.
Yeah.
They're playing this well, but Flirty Boy, another questionable TP, if I'm going to be honest.
It seems as though every time he TPs, either he has to flash or he just dies straight up, and that's disappointing.
That's exactly right. I mean, it's hard for him right now. Rumble's 4-0. He's built his full Leandries. I don't know what to say. This Rumble's going to be dealing so much damage in a team fight.
Exactly, and ANU don't have any way to retaliate.
They can't deal with it.
They've got no tank line.
No.
And that's, again, like, Vi's going Triforce second item.
Okay.
That, I think, is a bit of a problem.
That's a bit greedy.
Yeah. I mean, she's 2-1. She's got 93 CS. That's pretty decent. But UC, they have a 4-0 Rumble who is dealing so much damage, and they're going to get their second Cloud Drake, so they're going to be zipping all over the map.
Yeah, I'm not sure if ANU actually might test this. They're getting into position for it.
Yeah, Flirty Boy's just going to take an insane amount of damage from the Orianna. Trying to get snare. Dissonance comes out. Flirty Boy's down to about 300 HP. He's just going to die. He just accepts it. Austin is low. Oh my god, the Equalizer comes out. They're trying not to take damage from the Dragon. The Dragon has no idea who to attack. And the Redemption comes out. And such a broken item.
I feel like this Rumble is just getting stronger and stronger. He's 5-0 at the moment. He's actually
5-0 Rumble. The Vi is not in a position to try and go behind this. And the next Drake is going to be the Mountain Drake. If ANU do not fight for that Mountain Drake, it's over.
I completely agree with you. I want to rewind in the team fight just a little bit. We did see a great shockwave coming out from Orianna, picking out 2 people, but then Rumble just sweep through, absolutely killed everyone. Crazy.
He is doing an insane amount of damage. It's actually crazy. If you look on the side of UC, the most deaths is 2.
Yeah. 3.
No. On UC.
Oh, sorry.
The most deaths UC has is 2, and you know that's. Ooh.
That's just the life of mid lane, to be honest. You just die a lot, but you offer so much for your team. So.
Yeah, but it seems as though the Karma is the one who's died the most. Flirty Boy is making such impulsive decisions. Austin's up in the top lane. We see that rotation coming out. Austin in the top lane. Ivan's there, having to go with default. Nice use of the exploding plant. Rengar, wait. He's going to get snared and stunned and just taken down. Fantastic Frog ultimate. The Dissonance comes out and takes out the Vi, but she's going to survive for this one. And now there's 4 people. Austin, you do not want to be there. You've been walled in. You are just going to die, my dude. He just goes down. That was a really great pick and a fantastic wall by Anivia.
That's exactly what ANU need to do. They need to catch out UC. UC's playing so aggressively.
We see Flirty Boy flash over the Q.
Rumble.
But Goonsack is just going to die. Rumble is doing so much damage. We've got a 6-0. Equalizer comes out. ANU Flirty Boy is going to go down. So is Suppo. The Ezreal is getting big.
Big man Tugs absolutely takes him out there, picking up 2 kills. Only getting 1 of them though.
If we look here, he's got his Manamune and his Sheen. He is going to start dealing damage.
We shouldn't take away from this Olivia as well. She's playing so well. 2-0, offering so much utility.
The Stare comes out to Big Ben, jumps, and the Redemption, and he goes down. Another kill to Rumble.
Good orbital strike though from Ivan, but man, 7-0 Rumble, I wouldn't want to deal with that.
That's not something that anybody wants to have to deal with, because Rumble, especially if he's in overheat, he's just going to do so much damage.
That's exactly right, and we do see the Rift Herald actually falling down. Doesn't want to be here anymore.
We'll
he's
run away.
Soon,
I'd run away too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Rumble's very scary.
God, yes. So, like, currently, you look at the top lane, it's an absolute face roll.
Yeah.
The CS difference, Rumble's on 118 to Karma's 87.
And the 7 kills and 2 assists.
7 kills. So Rumble has about 70% kill participation in this game.
Probably more than that, to be honest.
Yeah, no, actually, looking at that, it's about 90% kill participation in this
That's
game.
exactly right.
So they are just putting all their eggs in the rumble basket, so just gotta hope it doesn't turn sour for them.
We'll have to see. Like I said, ANU, their objective here is just to hold this out, get the Ezreal big, get the Anivia big. Anivia, I think this game is actually key. She hasn't even died yet. She still has passive. Like, that's crazy.
Eggnivia.
Yeah, Eggnivia.
She's 2-0. She's doing as much as she can. Austin gets the concussive blow stack on to Karma. But Karma's like, you know what? Today is the day that I want you to mess with me.
I feel bad for the Karma, man. It's a hard lane.
Yeah.
2v1 as well.
Well, Karma middle lane would have done really well against Orianna.
That's true. I mean, I don't want to take it away from Anivia, though. She's playing this lane really well.
That is true.
But Karma being so obscure.
To be fair with you, if they win this game, I don't know, I'll eat a hat.
Eat a hat.
Eat a hat.
What hat?
A hat made of nachos. Have you seen those nacho hats? Because they look pretty good.
Okay, fair enough.
They're a thing.
But yeah, I mean, look, ANU right now, they're not in the best spot in terms of how the game's going, but UC are making a lot of mistakes. We are seeing it. They're getting caught out quite a fair bit.
Yeah. They did say, when I spoke to them earlier, that their macro was their strongest point and that they weren't too happy with their micro.
Okay.
So they did say that whilst they can focus on objectives, every so often they'll pick a bad team fight.
Yeah.
And but that's just a mistake that everybody makes.
I guess so. I mean, we have seen some great plays from the team so far, but yeah, they just need to stop getting caught out, basically.
Yeah, and if we look at the kills, it's gone from something like, I don't know, what was it, 9 and 2 to 7 and 10.
Yeah.
So they've done a really good job at coming back from here. It's only a 2k gold lead at the moment, so it's not like it's up at 4 or 6k.
And it seems to just, we'll see a lot more farming. Dragon is spawning in 55 seconds, so...
This is going to be crucial for ANU.
UC's bot lane is top, so theoretically they could just take it, but a 7-0 rumble, it's going to hurt.
That's something scary. That's not really something that you want to have to put up with, especially if you're trying to take a mountain break. Because whilst it attacks slow, it hits hard.
It's going to hurt. But yeah, ANU need to fight this dragon. They have the numbers, but in terms of damage, we'll have to see. 30 seconds.
Yeah, well, if we look at the Ezreal, he's about to finish his Iceborne Gauntlet, and they get taken out by the 6th Blue Ward.
Yeah.
Who's got the blue on their team? That would be the Anivia who's got the blue
Great
ward.
team player.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, look, Anivia right now for ANU, and the Ezreal, I guess, definitely the golden childs. Need to protect them, work on them.
If we look at the minimap, there's still so much board control coming out. From UC, there is 3 wards, 4 wards from ANU on the map at the present moment. UC's just making their way down. They're on their way towards the dragon because they know they can get this uncontested. They've got the control ward on the dragon. They've got insane teamfight right now. Everybody has their ultimates and they're ready to just go in. Default, Runesack, they're all waiting. They're split up in a really awkward position. Oh, the snare lands. Ivan, you're there all by yourself. You get the Daisy out. The Brawlsman comes down. Oh, Soppo's going to go down to the Ezreal. This was a bad engage for UC. Ivan, what are you doing? Goodness me. Oh, but the Rumble's here. The Rumble is taking so much damage. That was really good for ANU. That was such unfortunate positioning on the side of UC.
ANU actually did get a little bit caught out by the Orianna shockwave, but it didn't matter. The Ezreal, big man dunks, just doing so much damage. They do take the Mountain Drake.
So we do see that ANU might be pulling through. They've got that Mountain Drake. That was an essential part of their win conditions. And now, whilst he can deal an insane amount of damage, Wildflame is going to survive! Goonsack is in the middle lane. Wildflame is on about 100 HP. Don't go further! Wildflame goes down! Ringo is trying as hard as he's going to get rid of Goonsack. Oh my goodness, the shields, the Vi is so strong. Why are you trying to 1v1 the Vi, Ivan? Oh God, it was so close, and the Ivan just kills that Vi. That was insanely close. One more auto attack and he would have been a dead tree.
And we do see ANU picking up the bottom lane tower. They're bringing themselves back into the game. This is what we want to see.
This is the, look, I just dropped my pen. This is the middle game that they are bringing forward. And they told us, they said our macro and our late game are going to ruin you, UC. And UC apparently didn't listen.
That's exactly right. And I think Wild Flame seems to do great shockwaves, but he just gets caught out and dies instantly. He's actually 0-4, which is, I mean, 7-0 Rumble. It's hard to see.
Yeah, but whilst he is 0-4, he does have 5 assists, so he has a decent amount of kill participation, which is also really important, especially as a control mage and a utility mage like Oriana is with her shields and her slows.
It's hard to say, honestly.
Seems like everyone's on the UC side and moving up towards
Braum
the
picked up
Baron.
red buff. I just want to make that clear.
Oh
that is
my
a
God.
red buff.
That
Braum.
is going to hurt. Getting them concussive
That is
blows
some
out.
straight fire.
Getting someone... My favourite thing to do with Braum is to play him with Undying Grasp.
Okay.
Undying Grasp Braum, so, you know, you can get your concussive blows out. You could have taken damage. You just suck it all back in. It's actually really, really, really fantastic.
You see it trying to set up something here. Very ambitious.
3 sitting in that top rush and 2 sitting in the tri rush just behind them. Ezreal's in the bottom lane. He has no idea.
Flirty boy.
Flirty boy is going to try and do some damage. Ivan's going to try and get the snare out. It's just not going to hit. But they know that they're there now. Oh, they've just given away their positions.
That's exactly right. It's good to see Flirty Boy not die for that catch.
Oh, yes.
But kind of sloppy from UC, if I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure what's happening right now.
They're all really close to Baron. Could we be seeing a pre-30-minute Baron?
I hope so. You don't see too many of those. But I mean, a 1k gold lead now? It's actually less than 1k. It's about 900.
Yeah, 900 gold lead right now. And they know that UC are looking towards that Baron. So they're getting that Scuttle Crab. They're clearing wards around Baron. And they might actually do it themselves.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, but that Rumble is doing so much damage. Nobody wants to be anywhere near him. We see a hell of a lot of things coming out. The Dissonance comes out on the Goonsack. Oh my god, the Equalizer on top of the Brahmo. Topo is going to stay alive just for now. Default is on like 200 HP. The Anivia is doing some damage. Sopo, you're going to go down to iPod. Austin's going to go down also. Rengar, oh wait, you're going to follow. You see Wild Flame's going to go down. That is 4 kills coming through for ANU. A triple kill on that Anivia. Fantastic, good job. But you know who we still see alive on the side of UC? That Rumble. He is not going anywhere.
Rumble was trying to get a 1v1 chase, but it just wasn't happening. I mean, Anivia this game is such a strong pick. 5-0, he can actually carry it for ANU.
She has a fully stacked Rod of Ages.
Oh yeah, that's the damage.
She's 5-0 against a 7-0 Rumble, but the Rumble hasn't been building any MR, and that's going to be the problem. It seems like ANU are heading towards that Baron.
Maybe not. I think that's a bit ambitious. They might get some vision control, but I doubt they'll do it.
Walking straight past a control ward there, Lady Boy.
But this is what I was saying. ANU, they lost out in the early game. I'm not going to beat around the bush on that one, but they brought themselves back into this game. Anivia and Ezreal just doing so much damage. Divide died very quickly in that fight, but it doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter. She did enough damage for ANU to just come through and clean up. Yeah.
She said, you know what, I'm going to sacrifice myself if I can get enough damage out there. But what was fantastic was the Equalizer on top of the Brawl. That was really aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, I mean...
The snare's going to come out on default, but I think Ivan's like, you know, I don't know how many of you are there. I'm not going to go any further. But that's what he did last time, down towards his blue buff, and he got bent over and picked up that soap.
I think Wild Flame, I need to give him credit. He hits great shockwaves, and I say it every time, but he just gets caught out and die, like, so quickly. He needs his Zonyas or something,
yeah,
to be honest.
Definitely.
So
it looks like he might be building towards that, but he has got the Morello Noticon, or as I used to call it, the Morello Nom 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 Nom. And red team turret is going to be destroyed in the top lane, but blue team turret is going to be destroyed in the middle lane. For the middle lane, the Ezreal ult came out, and then Rumble is chilling down towards the Dragon, probably getting that Scuttle Crab, but we can't actually see him right now. 5 men on ANU coming towards the middle lane. Ice down doing a Raptors. Everyone's trying to back away.
ANU have actually picked up more kills than you see.
ANU are in heading kills and in gold.
Yeah, that's right, and they're actually starting to control the map. Following their Janna around, trying to get wards down. We do see the Dragon coming up in 27 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what one it is. It looks like Infernal, but I have my doubts.
No, that's just the graphics that they have for spectator mode up in that corner.
Hopefully the camera will sneaky pan. Maybe? Maybe
Nah,
not.
we're not going to see it until it spawns.
I think...
oh no, it's Ocean. It's Ocean Drake this one. Oh, Ivan's going to get caught out. It brings out the Daisy to try and do something. Oh, and the Equalizer comes out, but they don't really do much there. Wild Flame's coming in from the side, gonna put the shield onto the Ivan, getting that redemption. Oh, fire comes down, redemption from by that Braum ultimate. Default is gonna take a hell of a lot of damage. Another redemption coming out from the side of UC. Iroh has Zhonya's, and they take out Flirty Boy. This Karma is having a bad day. I guess you could say he might be receiving a bit of bad karma. Goosek is going to ultimate and try his hardest to kill Wild Flame, but Wild Flame is going to pick up a kill. This is fantastic. ANU iPod is so low, so is Default. But Rengali says, you know, I'll let you guys live for now.
I think Wild Flame's been playing very well this game.
We get the Ignivia pops.
It's not a dev, but it is the passive. But I was commenting on Wild Flame. He's been playing very well this game. He definitely deserves the 2 kills he's got. But you see, they turned that around so well.
They did.
They whiffed 2 of their ultimates, being the Daisy and the Rumble. But
yeah, well, that was because the Ivan did get caught out fairly hard. If I was you, Wild Flame, I would not be there.
Very cheeky, but I respect that.
You gotta respect the Nivea, especially seeing as she's on full HP. It doesn't matter if you got her egg, she can still deal an insane amount of damage in a short period of time.
Yeah, there's not a lot of summoners when you see a lot was burnt, but in terms of ANU, Ezreal has both summoners, iPod's just about to get that flash up, has the Ignite ready. It's an even game, to be honest. This is what we wanted.
Yeah.
This is completely even at this point.
Oh, that was a fantastic cue coming out from Braum. And the Snare comes out, but the Janna knockup is just too much.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but this Janna's also been playing well. We've taken all to the carries, but let's give a little bit of help to the supports. Braum, you know, he's just a tank. He's going to tank everything.
Fantastic ultimates coming out from
But
Braum.
Janna, especially Janna, hitting some really crucial ultimates, saving ANU in its entirety.
Yeah, it looks like there might be another dragon fight coming out. Both of except the top laners are both top. And if we look here, Iroh has his teleport, and so does Flirty Boy. So it could become a 5v5 if a fight around the dragon happens. Wild Flame's back to full HP, and so is Zoppo. Iroh's just going to keep poking down that poor Karma. That turret in the top lane is about to go down. Wild Flame knows that he can zone them away, so he's going to sit out on the sides, take a little bit of damage from the Ocean Drake. There is a decent amount of damage coming out from this Barret. Janna's going to try her hardest to defeat Nivea and the Ezreal ultimate, and Nivea steals the dragon with her ultimate. Goosek is in there. Default brings out the ultimate, but he's going to go down. iPod is about to get knocked up by Daisy. Oh, fantastic teleport and ultimate coming out from Iroh. Goosek is about to go down, but he takes Elston down with a Flirty Boy stand. Flirty Boy is going to go down. Big Man Dog takes down the Barret. Iroh! Oh, come on, Iroh! You know you can get rid of that little Karma.
Wow, that Rumble just shredded everyone. He just walked in and said, nah.
That was a 2-for-3 trade, and Flirty Boy is almost dead. It looks like they're rotating to the top lane. Oh no, they're rotating towards Dragon. This is a 33-minute Dragon. Iroh is dealing so much damage right now, and there is nothing that they can do.
Absolutely not. I mean, UC played that team fight very well. Very calculated from what we could see. Iroh, like I said, just absolutely cleaned everyone up. Props to Big Man Dunks, who actually just went back in anyway. But UC pick up Baron. This is absolutely huge for them. This is what they needed.
ANU really were coming back. The only way that I feel like they can come back now is if they get that Elder Drake in 2 minutes time, or a minute and a half. If they can get that Elder Drake, and if they can wait out the Baron, try and turtle, try and keep their turrets alive for as long as possible, that's going to be really, really difficult.
Yeah, I think this will be a lot of UC control now. They'll be able to control the map better, especially with the Baron pressure. They'll just be able to push all the lanes in. They have to get that top tier 1. That's just the standard, but we have to see how ANU played this. They played previously pretty well in team fights, but recently lacking, I want to say.
Yeah, but if we look in the middle lane, the snare's going to come out onto iPod. Rico is going to take an insane amount of damage, try and get the snare out from the Karma. It's going to be successful. The Barret's ultimate is going to come out. Zoppo takes a hell of an amount of damage, but Flirty Boy is going to go down to Zoppo. There's a 4-man stun coming from the Anivia.
Yeah, you see right now they're just so strong in their team fights. Ivan did a really good job to catch out the Flirty Boy, but
he did take a hell of a lot of damage though.
Yeah, he did. Definitely did.
Yeah, but if we look, UC are now trying to get their picks. They're not looking for big team fights because they know that they can deal the damage, but they don't want it to turn away. They're in the lead again, and they don't want to lose it.
Yeah, they're definitely playing smarter than before, showing a lot of respect to ANU. I felt like maybe the early game there was a lot of disrespect because of how fed the Rumble was, but now definitely calculated.
Yeah, so that top turret's going to go down. Zombo's going to get that little bit of extra gold under his belt for that last hit. And it looks like there's going to be an insane amount of pressure on this middle lane turret now. The camera is going everywhere. There's 4 in top and Daisy. So many bushes.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was talking about.
Rengar's best friend.
Yeah, he just throws out bushes and, I mean, he does give a little bit of stats, but basically he's just controlling the vision.
They've got the 5-man siege top, they've got the Baron buff, and Nivia's going to try her hardest to get some damage out. The Equalizer's going to come out. Look at Default's health just deplete. Iroh is going to get redemption, and the Zhonya's here. Oh my goodness, Goonsack is out onto Wildflame. Wildflame finally has that Zhonya's. A new Default is going to try. Lady Boy gets caught up in the dissonance. Oh gosh, it's just all over the place. Oh, and Flirty Boy takes down the Orianna, but Zoppo takes down Flirty Boy. That was very messy.
It's good to see that Wildflame's actually getting the Zhonya's so he doesn't die instantly, but man, that was pretty scrappy, if we're going to be honest.
Yeah, so we've got 2 redemptions on the side of, have we got 1 redemption or? No, we've got, 2 redemptions on the side of UC, and we've got 1 redemption on the side of me. So UC are going to have that advantage. Iroh's going to get snared and stunned, and that is not a good position for the 9 and 0 and 8. The Default is going to get out the slows, and, you know, Rob's going to retaliate with his Q.
That's exactly right. I mean, this Ezreal is starting to scale. Just from the poke we saw with his Gauntlet, he's dealing a fair amount of damage. But this Ivan's just, he's so prominent. Can't get rid of him, you can't shake him, he stuns you, he deals tons of damage with Daisy, and you just see a Rumble Equalizer train over the team. But it's kind of hard for ANU right now in terms of team fight. They have a poke comp, but they just can't get the poke down. Definitely getting caught out a fair bit. But all props to UC right now. They're playing this map so well. They did, I'm going to say, a great Baron play.
They did do a great Baron play, and I will agree with you on that one. But not everybody got Baron. No. That was the only problem.
That's true.
But Iroh's getting down, getting that Scuttle Crab for that inevitable Elder Drake. It may be somewhat beneficial to them, but they only have half drinks under their belts at the present moment.
Yeah, look, the Dragon's going to be the next team fight, I assume, unless someone gets caught out here.
Oh, Default's going to get snared, but he throws out the knockup because he's like, you know, I know that you don't get on me. Orianna's getting that damage out, but she's going to keep running away. She knows not to get caught out anymore.
That's exactly.
I love that backing. I'm so happy.
Eating gingerbread man. That's pretty cruel, to be honest. Looks like they're struggling to get out, but I mean, UC definitely have a lot of control right now. They got a lot of vision down. They have such a good team fight. Oh, maybe a little bit caught out here with Wildflame.
Wildflame's gonna get poked a little bit by that Karma, but Karma just can't make anything of it at this point. It makes me think, you know, what did bloody Flirty Boy do earlier to receive that kind of bad Karma?
Wow. Did you actually expect that, Joe? That's,
I know.
okay, that's pretty bad.
I guess you could say that Anivia's in a bit of a frosty situation.
Nobody laughed.
I know.
I just want you to know nobody laughed.
No, but you know what? I amused myself, and that's what matters.
We do see the Dragon has now spawned the Elder Drake. It's going to be the big objective.
It's going to be, again, passing with the Elder Drake. It's going to be difficult for UC to try and take them down. So that is in ANU's favour.
Yes.
ANU would get a lot more from the Elder Drake than UC, but UC just have so much control. Even though we do see the Rumble in the top lane. 5 people to watch the bottom lane, but that is so much damage coming out onto iPod.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if his passive is up right now. His passive is down for another 20 seconds, so if they want to take him out, they're going to have to take him out quick.
Do see Rumble with the teleport though. He's sort of just trying to push out top lane, try and get there for his team, but this is still a risky play from UC.
Trying to drag out that Elder Drake, getting a fair amount of damage down. Wildflame sitting on the side, because he knows he can deal the damage, but it's gonna be really, really close. There's a control ward in that brush. Vine is going to be sitting on the side. Rumble's there ready to help disengage. He has to. But ANU is trying to best. Oh, Wildflame. Austin comes in. The Janna ult comes out. The Robot comes out. The Equalizer comes out. Everybody is throwing all that they can to try and win here. The Elder Drake's like, oh, can I be able to? No, I can't.
Iroh, what a great Equalizer. It's still going though.
Goonsack gets snared. And it's going to have a so much damage. He's going to go back in. Flirty Boy's on the side. Iroh is turning his sights towards him. It is all over the place here. They just don't know what to do.
I mean, nobody died. so
Exactly.
that was kind of good. But
the Elder Drake went from 50% HP back to 100%. So either they're going to have to back, or they're going to have to kill these guys and then do the dragon again.
a good catch out from Wild Flame though. We'll give him credit on that one. That was a great shockwave coming out from Oriana.
Yeah, so Wild Flame seems to have been improving as the game's been progressing. So if we look at our little notes here, Oriana is not one of his comfort picks. So
maybe a catch here.
Austin Flash is leaving Iroh for dead. Iroh is gonna go down. The first death for the Rumble all game. Now 9-1 and 8, but so much damage coming out from that Varus.
Honestly, nothing more satisfying than seeing a 9-0 go to 9-1.
I know, it ruins my day.
But look, ANU right now, they got a great pick. They're going to siege down mid lane.
Goonsack going in. Austin, the Ezreal ultimate comes out and gets blocked by Austin. Bloody Boy is about to get knocked up by Daisy, and there he goes.
Goonsack's so key.
Is taking a hell of a lot of damage from the Anivia.
Yeah, I mean, Goonsack is just going in whenever he can, and it's good. This is what ANU need to do.
Yeah, so he's gone from that flat damage build, he's got that Dead Man's Place, he's got that Banshee's Veil, so he's a lot more of an asset for ANU now than he was before.
Yeah, dying in one shot is always good.
Yeah, definitely.
Not a good thing.
Well, I mean, I guess if you do enough damage in that same period of time, it's a good thing, but we see the Baron has now respawned, so this could go in favour of ANU. We've got a 3k, we've got a 3k gold lead. Top lane's pushing so hard. That top lane turret goes straight down. Top lane has now got an open inhibitor turret, so they say, you know what, we're going to take this Baron. How are UC going to retaliate? Are they going to go down towards this Elder Drake? I hope that they bloody well
They're pinging Elder Drakes, but they're rotating the Baron. Miscommunication.
It's going to go down to ANU. There are not enough people down towards that Elder Drake for UC to get it in time.
ANU have such good spirit in this game. They've never given up once when the tails have been turned, and right now they're in such a good position.
Well, we're going to have to hope here that UC can get a hell of a lot of damage out on this Elder Drake. It's actually going pretty quickly. Zoppo's doing a lot of damage with the lethality build. That is going to be a dead Elder Drake. Vi is nowhere near them to be able to take that.
That was a good block from Austin. He did very well to block the Ezreal ultimate, but now we're seeing a Baron versus Elder Drake play. Elder Drake's going to win in a fight, but pushing power, Baron's going to be much better.
But if we look at the map, UC has an open inhibitor turret. And that's the problem. Whereas ANU does not, so either they're going to have to try their hardest to push as hard as they can, sieging using this Elder Dragon, or they're just not going to be able to get anything to start with.
That's a good point. We do see a couple of pings coming out from ANU. They want to engage, but honestly, I'm not sure if that's the right idea. They just need to push out these lanes, get the pressure off them. They have Baron. They don't need to be in this position. Yeah. Ezreal.
Ezreal is dealing a hell of a lot of damage. He has reached that power spike. He's 3, 4, and 7 at the moment, 270 CS. He's caught up to Varus in CS. Varus does have a better KDA at the present moment, but it's not all about that. Default takes a hell of a lot of damage coming out from the Ivan. Daisy comes out. He's going to bring out his... the dissonance comes out. Bloody Boy is so low. Anivia is going to go down. Congratulations, Zara. You've done it again. Goonsack is going to engage on Iroh. ANU default is being taken out on the side here. Iroh goes down to Goonsack. Daisy is going to try and do some more damage on the default on the Janna.
Goonsack
is on Austin. Austin's going to ultimate and try and get that concussive blow from the bike. And Zoppo is just going to kill her. ANU Bleed Boy's at about 200 HP. Zoppo, what are you going to do? Gets a double kill. Try and get some CC out onto Big Man Dunks.
Big Man Dunks.
Threading through the team right now.
He's going to do it.
He has done it. Big Man Dunks has taken down the Braum. And Zoppo is just going to run away as fast as he can.
You got the triple kill, mate.
Do not go near them. There is no stopping this Ezreal now. He's dealing so much damage. He's got his Maw, he's got his Iceborne Gauntlet, he's got his Mirror Mana fully stacked, and his Bloodthirster.
Wow, this is such an even game. I mean, 3 for 3. 4? No, 3 for 3. And Ezreal actually managing to turn that around with Goonsack. Flea Boy's still alive, still doing a ton of utility, but that was shaky from UC. They had the benefit, definitely, but ANU just brought it back.
I have no idea how Flirty Boy actually did survive here, to be fair. But look at that HP regen from Ivan. He just has to go into the jungle, smart a couple of things, and he's again.
And I mean, look at his items right now. We're seeing a lot of utility and a lot of healing.
And that's a really beneficial thing about Ivan.
That's exactly right. And Ivan right now.
Nature's scary, man.
This shit's scary in general.
Nature's scary. Nature is one hell of a scary drug.
Yeah, no kidding. But look, Rumble's starting to be shut down in these team fights. It's actually, I wouldn't predict that, honestly.
Yeah,
Cross
no.
A&U.
Rumble is now 10-2-9, so he's still got about a 70-80% kill participation rate. But he's starting to fall off. He had his spike early, but now he's not dealing as much damage as he was before because the rest of the A&U are retaliating with their MR builds and everything like that.
That's exactly right.
And Anivia has a fully stacked Seraphs Embrace.
Archangels, yeah. It's,
Archangels.
That's a scary Anivia. Bird's definitely scary, but let's talk about Varus. We haven't talked about him all game. He's got a very interesting build. Triple lethality plus Infinity Edge. Energy Edge.
Yeah.
He's going to be dealing a ton of damage.
Yeah, definitely. So because he's got that armor pen and the lethality, the armor pen is the form of I can't remember the name of that item.
Ghostblade?
No,
Out of Edge?
That one.
Oh, the Lord Dominic's Regard.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
So you've got the two lethality items coming out from the Ghostblade and the Edge of Night, and then you've got the Lord Dominic's Regard, and then he's starting to build crit on top of that. So he's going for all different kinds of damage.
That's true, and I mean, he is full build, so we won't...
Default is going to take an insane amount of damage coming out from the Ivan. Is Ivan going to get the snap? Brawl splashes in with a fantastic ult. Default is going to try and get away, but he's not going to survive. And Wildfire gets another kill.
Great catch from you.
Oh, we just missed the snare coming out from the Ivan, trying his hardest to get that karma. And Wildflame does actually decide to Zonya's, and I think that was a fantastic idea. But Zoppo has his Guardian Angel now. He's going to be a real force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, no kidding. Great catch from UC. This is what they needed. They're going to try and push down the mid lane, but man, A&U, they need to think of a strategy here. Maybe just sit back, sort of let UC take the commanding control, but they can't 5v4. There's no way.
Yeah, especially seeing as the Baron buff is running out on the side of A&U. Oh, the distance comes out. Goonsek is going to get caught by it, but he is going to get out by the Wildflame is taking an insane amount of damage. Big Man Dunks is just dealing the pain. Ira is going to help to take down Karma and bring the Anivia and the Vi down to about 300 HP.
They shouldn't be killing Janna, they should be killing Ezreal. They need to get on this Ezreal ASAP because he is just dealing so much damage.
He's 6-4. I don't think he's died for the past 5-10 minutes at least. Boss is trying to get out. Ira is pinging them back. Doesn't look like anything further is going to come out of this one.
A&U stopped the siege. That's really impressive. They were 4v5. Big Man Dunks got a pick. That was the deciding factor, and man, great play from A&U, to be honest.
Fantastic play from A&U. Turning around when it comes to this little bit of a predicament that they've been put in. Turning that around into their favour is a really, really good thing. So we see Ira is in the bottom lane. He's trying his best to keep that inhibitor turret alive. You know, they still regen, which is good. Otherwise, that would be a very dead inhibitor turret.
I think I want to comment on Big Man Dunk's build right now. He's gone for double MR, Banshees, and a full stacked wall. That's a pretty tanky Ezreal, to be honest.
Yeah, tanky Ezreal is the scariest kind of Ezreal. But if Varus can get to him, he's not going to stay alive as long as he is expecting to.
Exactly right.
But it seems like UC are going to try and look for this Baron this time, so they gave up the last one after taking the first. Baron's out here. This is a 3 Baron game.
Yeah.
This is a long game.
It's almost 50 minutes. This is crazy. It's a game one as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should talk about Floaty Boy. So he's actually elected to stop his AP. He's realised he's not doing so much damage right now. Actually picking up the Michaela's and the Thieves.
Yeah, that's really good.
Good teamwork.
No, especially seeing as they are lacking a solid tank line. They've got the Vi, but she's their only tank at the present moment, and that's a big problem for A&U. So hopefully in their next game, they'll actually be able to work around that and figure out that that's where the mistakes came from.
Honestly, it's not doing too bad with them right now. I mean, Anivia and Ezreal are dealing tons of damage, yes, but it's still going okay for them. I think the utility works out, but jeez, this is a really close game.
Yeah, but as soon as you lose the Anivia and the Ezreal, that's done. That's it.
That's a different story, and I mean, we can also look at that on the side of UC. If that Rumble dies, and the Orianna gets caught out again, man, it's going to be a rough time.
So if we could, what a real really want to see coming out of these guys is I want to see the ball put onto the Ivan getting that stun coming out with his Q and jumping in, getting that amazing four-man dissonance.
Yeah, I mean, Wildplay's been playing Orianna really well, hitting some great shockwaves, but he just keeps getting caught, I feel. He's died 8 times this game. One of the highest deaths, equaling to Flirty Boy. It's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, you've got
Great.
Canadian default sets off. Ranging coin, he's going to try and survive. Default's going to get healed. The equalizer comes out a second. Oh, goodness gracious me, it's all over the place. Flirty Boy's down the side. And Rengar tries to get the snare coming out onto the Anivia. Anivia activates her Seraph's Embrace. Flirty Boy's trying to do something on the side. He's trying his best, but now that they know that he's there, he's going to die if he's not too careful.
This Karma pick's working. He's just being a nuisance. He's just going into the backline saying, alright, we can fight. And they're like, wait, Karma's on our team, 1v5, we should turn on her. And then that's how ANU actually turn around the fight. You see, they're just a bit muddled up. But yeah, they have the damage to win fights, they just can't get it down right now.
Yeah, definitely. So it looks like they are trying their best to get these fights and these picks. ANU are going to go for their second Baron. This will be a really important turning point for them. UC are going to go up, they're going to try and contest it. Austin's going to get walled off somewhat. Wildplay is taking an immense amount of damage. Greensack is going to stay on that Baron. Where Anivia! The Baron goes down because of the Anivia. The shockwave comes out. Flirty Boy, Big Man Dog takes out the Orianna. Greensack is going to take a lot of damage. Austin's going to take a lot of damage. Rengar is going to go down. This is going so well in favor of ANU. Another equalizer comes out from Iroh. Austin's going to go down as well. Trying to sacrifice himself from his ADC in top lane, but Iroh is going to go down too. The only one left alive on the side of UC is Zoppo on that Varus. This is a tragedy.
Oh, but that Varus is chunky. He just absolutely chunked the Karma and the Anivia. I kind of have faith in him, but man, ANU pulled the trigger there. They could actually potentially end the game here.
They've got the siege that they need, especially coming out from the bye. They're going to do an insane amount of damage to these hearts. Varus cannot defend by himself. They've got enhanced Baron minions. It's looking like this might be the end.
That could be GG. Varus can't do anything. They're just sieging. It's still flying them up.
You know what, Subi? I love a good underdog because I believe here that ANU is going to take the first win of the series as they start attacking the Nexus. And we see the end of here. So GG, well played to ANU for the first game.
Wow. I'm glad I backed him.